EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
First down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Tremont Smith. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Watson. Well, Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air yet again. Watson steps away to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans! Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The give to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. This one out quickly to Amendola. Danny Amendola, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Danny Amendola, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Darnold now to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Dancing to his left. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Watson off play action. The ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So now out is the Panther offense as they'll come in and go for the 2-point try. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant. And now Watson throws another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Panthers 30, Texans 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this goal? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. picked off by Troy Pride. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Watson now to throw. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the 50, it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to take over.